Boy, are we live? I don't think we are. No, we are. We are. What's going on, people? It's your boy Sophus. Let's read this TOGA chapter, man. Like this really this is about to be so much fun. Give me 1 second. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. All right. Wow, I see no TOGA on this first page. Hopefully that gets fixed. Myro 225. Interview with a vampire. Oh, it has to be about TOGA. Anyway, Dacre is a wonderful town. It's up in the mountains with limited routes for outside. Surrounded by nature, it's far away from the hustle and bustle of the big cities. It looks like a giant fucking city. What are you talking about? This town is under the complete control of the Liberation Army. If you want to hide yourself, this town is the place to do it. Okay. You guys made two big mistakes. The first being that no one wants to see a middle-aged man play the damsel in distress. Very accurate. And the second, if they deploy the Nomu on you guys, then this town is finished. Hasn't like every Nomu lost so far? They won't use any Nomu for 3 reasons. Oh, and look at that. One more than you. First, although the League would always appear accompanied by Nomu ever since Camino, their existence has been nothing but a rumor, and yet the League has continued to move in spite of that. Second, contrary to one reason, there was that high-performance Nomu that appeared in Kyushu. By the way, I just want to say, I like all these fucking Star Wars references in here. Most people probably won't pick them up, but, you know, there's like Camino, Dagobah, all these cities and stuff named after places in Tatooine. There's so many places named after like planets and stuff in Star Wars. Anyway, of course, you must be a big Star Wars fan. Most noteworthy was that Black Nomu's ability to produce those white Nomus. Although there's evidence that they were already altered in some way, their power is nothing out of the ordinary. And finally, the third, Dabi's remark about retrieving the black one. This proves that other than that Black Nomu, there are no other functioning well enough for practical use. In summary, these Nomu were a form of aid from their patron One for All, and idea-wise, they no longer had any ammunition they can freely use. Okay, a league of villains without their Nomu is nothing more than a gang of street punks. Are we getting to the TOGA fight? Dave disperse, leave your right side to me on a spinner. God. Okay, whatever. Each and every one of them is friggin' strong. All of our liberation soldiers in hiding have undergone daily training, both mental, physical, and day after day, all for a world where they can live freely. And that's why you late starters are such a nuisance to us. There go TOGA. You don't fight for a worthy cause, and yet you're the talk of the town. Himiko TOGA, it seems you despise interviews, but I'm sorry. Let's get to it. Let's go. I've stopped caring about showing sensitivity towards interviewees after my first year in the business. Starting now, I'm going to strip you down for everything you have, Himiko TOGA. I have no interest in the League of Villains, but you're a different story. A young girl turning to violence. I just have to know the reason. I will surely make a great article. My reporter senses it tingling. I can feel it. TOGA threw a knife at that dude's neck. He's dead. She's gone. Oh, is she gone? I see. And I understand how she avoided the police. Where did she? TOGA's above her. She did that concealed presence thing that she used against Deku. Knife in that dude's neck. Jesus Christ. TOGA's above her. Stab. Let me see. Hold on, next page is loading. Whoa, what the fuck happened? I'm assuming these guys just hit her or they blocked her. Do not disturb Lady Curious in the middle of an interview, which is strange because TOGA could have threw the knife at her neck and this fight would have been over. Trying to murder others without a moment's hesitation. Oh, I just have to know what made you this way. What sort of life did you lead to end up like this? TOGA got blown into a restaurant of some kind. You should watch your step in there. Our soldiers are merciless. Itose Kizuki, Liberation Army Code, Curious, Superpower, Mind. She can turn anything she touches into a detonator. Although a single mind is a very lethal, she can make up for it with numbers. If you wish to see your life, I'd advise you cooperate with my interview. So there's more guys going after Toga. Well, this lady is not a threat. If they have to gang up on her this much, it's literally one person against like 50 people. It's like a fox dude. A fox dude, a nigga with a spear. Ooh, sucky. Toga threw out her fucking tubes with the knives attached to them. I forgot the technical term for them. My sucky there, let me drink directly from the source. Syringes, there we go, syringes. By adjusting people's blood, your superpower allows you to transform. I see, that explains a lot. And what's more, by taking in blood from multiple people, you won't be able to pick you out from the crowd, and your agility speaks for itself. An everyday murderer wouldn't have such impressive survival skills. I love to know the details about how you learned them. That's what I've been saying for like the longest time. She's way too skilled just to be some high school girl murdering people in back alleys. Okay. Detonated inside of her. The blood exploded. Think for a second that I let you transform and disappear into the crowd. Don't think for a second, oh, that I let you transform. I didn't see the don't. And to disappear into the crowd. I've taken measures to ensure that you will go along with my interview. Our soldiers would gladly offer up their own bodies to become detonators. We've already cornered you with our superpowers. So tell me, how do you feel about your current situation? I feel that I wish this was more of a fight, but I'm good. I'm enjoying it. The eldest daughter of the Toga family, born on August 7th, 17 years old, went missing after her middle school graduation ceremony. Did you see the flood of media surrounding your parents? What about the interview footage of your middle school classmates? Everyone said the same thing. She was such a bright, reasonable girl, and that's exactly why I must know. Why did you do such things? She's basically playing incredibly defensive. Why did you throw away your normal lifestyle? I know your pain. I know it all too well. Who? Is that Deku? In that one panel? Am I tripping? Or is that, why the hell is Deku in that uniform? Okay, I'm thinking I'm tripping. That can't be Deku. Anyway, I know your pain. I know it all too well. Focus on the ground. I want to hear the answers directly from your mouth. Kizuki, this kind of article won't capture the hearts of the masses. Records and rumors won't move anyone. What you need is interviews, get face to face with the people. The articles that influence the public opinion are always the ones with heart. I sway the public opinion with your heart, all for the sake of the Liberation Army. Why did you descend into madness? Tell me. This character is very uninteresting. I'm like, this whole gimmick is very uninteresting. A normal lifestyle. What's that? Hey, Toga, go girl. What a wonderful face is just like, so you're finally talking to me. A face just like a doll. You Liberation Army guys are trying to create a wonderful world. I really like you. But I'm living normally too. The next chapter. The chapter's over. I can't believe that was it. I can't believe that was it. All right, that was a cool chapter. I really did enjoy it. I'm really glad it's Toga centric. I wish it was a bit more. I was expecting more, but it's kind of more of a. It's like I thought the last chapter was a setup to like the fight, but this is more of like the continuation of the setup to the fight. Because you know how anime and manga goes, like just like the main character starts the fight and they kind of get put on the defensive, but then they make the turnaround and it kind of just goes back and forth till the fight's over. I was expecting more from Toga in this chapter. This chapter is really about this Chitose character, who I'm really not interested in, to be honest. And she took up way too much of this chapter, for my own personal opinion. But anyway, all right, guys. I just wanted to get through the chapter because I didn't get to read it last night, and besides, I got some things I need to go run and do. It is your boy Soulfist Hell Hydra. I enjoyed the chapter. It was cool. I just really can't wait for next week. I'll like it way more. All right, guys. Hell Hydra.